Sky Prophet, baby. Back with another quick video for you, man. Day going good. Off to a good start. Place and space. I'm going to add this morning. With your intentions set for the love within yourself. That covers a lot. Covers how you treat people. How you allow yourself to be treated. Your view of things. And all them attributes that you have to you. Blessings, guidance, and protection, integrity. Strength, focus, and understanding. Each individual out there, no exceptions. Never no exceptions, man. So you know the soul knows all and is forever. Piece of divine, piece of soul, piece of God's, piece of the Creator, okay? So we know we jump in a vessel, we trying to raise the consciousness of humanity. So why if we live forever, individuals can't understand that we also live on. We live on. We don't leave. But consciousness. So why a source couldn't just put, the soul in a vessel and just send the vessel one time and let that vessel, that soul, raise the consciousness? And that's because it wouldn't have served humanity. It wouldn't have served us. You wouldn't be a thinker. You wouldn't know shit. You wouldn't have these perceptions like you have. In order for that to happen, we needed a variety of individuals. A variety of individuals. Different views, different perceptions, different beliefs, different habits. Man, different patterns of thought, different patterns of thinking, concepts and perceptions. Man, there's so much. Outlooks and overviews. Them explanations to your understandings. And a whole bunch of other things. Had to understand how to acknowledge different races. Man, it's so much. It's so much that plays a part within consciousness. That's why you can pick up, I told you these thoughts not yours, but that's why you can pick up these negative thoughts. It's just through the consciousness of humanity not being straightened up, still having these patterns within it. So through all of those things that I named, that's within the consciousness, and there's a range of that. We know how people think, and how, we just know is a lot. Just according to your brain and how it works, is a lot within consciousness. You don't think straight all day, every day. And if you say you do, you lie. You might fight off the negatives, but you don't just have pure loving thoughts all day long. It's impossible for you to. But you use these knowings and these feelings that you have. That's what allows you to get here. That's what allowed you to get here. So remember that your thoughts coming from different places. Understand that these thoughts, they energies, they already have intentions. The thought already has intentions. All you have to do is pick it up. And that's what you're going to be intending to do. That's what you're going to be within. You got to understand that. You got to understand consciousness. It's so many things in there. To where you actually become aware of being aware, man. Aware of being aware. A lot of y'all, congratulations. Y'all done wing yourself out of a bunch of those patterns. A lot of them things can't even touch you. A lot of them things can't even come within your aura, within range of you. A lot of things. These energies already know what your energy stand for. A lot of y'all still tussling. Y'all within that wrestle. Y'all within that wrestle. And the best advice Prophet can give you is this. Same thing as I heard when I was young. If somebody do it, you could do it too. If you see somebody do it, it's possible. So don't beat yourself up. Just examine. Examine your situations. Figure out what's going on, what you're doing wrong, what you're seeing wrong. Figure out the wrongs in it. Because I'm going to tell you, you can't get around the correction if you ain't figured out the wrong, though. Go hand in hand. Figuring out the wrong and correction, they go hand in hand. It ain't correcting yourself and you didn't know what was wrong. It ain't wrong is right and no such thing as you don't need correction. Like it, man, shit is a real thing, man. What you're doing is being trained to think within your intelligent body, within that supremeness to you, within them seeds that you have in you. Your whole life you've been trying to find yourself. But when they say your name in class, what you do? Here. But you really just answer to that name because you're in the process of finding yourself. You still really don't know yourself. So when you hear God, so it's created, when you hear you got it in you, that's what you relate with. It's just like that here. But we all know after here and then the lessons start, we all know we don't participate in that. Some of us go to sleep. Some of us go to the bathroom. Some of us just trying to get out of it. Some of us playing while we doing it. Some of us actually doing it. But I'm saying that so you can understand this. If you can answer to your name, you should be able to answer to the God inside of you. That's your image and likeness. That's your image and likeness. When you don't know the attributes of your image and likeness, how can you identify with yourself? How can you allow other individuals to identify with you? How you know who for you and who against you if you can't identify your image and your likeness? That's just some food for thought, man. That's it, food for thought. So you trying to find yourself. And the average individual, this is how this is how we find ourselves. We find ourselves through wanting to become, through wanting to be cool, through wanting people to like us, through peer pressure, infatuation, status, what we want to make ourselves to be, what we want people to think we're, who we want people to think we are. And a bunch of other information that we got from family and friends. That's how you become. That's how you became who you was. Confirmation. That's how you became who you was. You ain't in luck, but you in the mix. Because that's the whole reason for the second coming. Because what you had became isn't what you came here to be. You didn't come here to be that. So Spirit giving you a better understanding of yourself. Spirit allowing you to see what you've been liking but actually didn't like. Spirit allowing you to see the ways you've been hateful but truly didn't have to be, truly didn't want to be. Spirit showing you the ways in which you was impatient and you were supposed to give it all the time in the world. Spirit allowing you simply to see where you was blind at, where you was blind at. Spirit putting this on my mind right now. I wrote a couple things, but not this. To everybody listening that actually gets something out the message, to everybody that's listening, just being nosy, for everybody that's looking just to send negative energy. I thank everybody. I thank you for watching it, because all Spirit need, as well as Prophet know, all you need to do is hear Prophet. It's not between me and you, no. It's between our souls. See, you might not like me, but what I'm telling you resonates with your soul. It's things like that you have no choice but to hear. I never pushed for no, hey, look at me's from the start. Prophet pushed the button. Didn't matter, one person was watching. At first it wasn't none watching, it was just me watching. I went from that place. But I understand what I'm here for. If nobody ever would have listened to it, and I would have actually knew that for sure, Prophet would have still made them videos. I'd still be making them as Spirit giving me to make them. Because I understand this. This just little old me. This just little old me. One individual. I got a chance to help myself, to save myself. So I'll make them each and every day. Just with the hopes that that one individual run across it. That's the frame of mind that I have toward what I'm doing. A lot of people is fine and dandy, yeah. But everybody not gonna look at you in your light. You gotta know it. everybody not gonna look at you and you're like, I committed myself to making real messages from my heart through the wisdom I'm being given. That's what I do. That's exactly what I do. Like, I'm committed to this. It's almost like I done fell in love with this. Like, I done fell in love with spirit. When I'm gonna open my eyes, I'm hitting the button. I'm hitting the button. I know what I'm doing. Like, I know what I'm doing. This is beforehand. This is intentions already set. So you trying to become, and then you became, and now you understanding that you were supposed to become something else. Now you see that what you've allowed yourself to be conformed to, the ways and the patterns, the beliefs, and the views, hands down, and I'm talking to any individual listening, hands down, not everything, a lot of shit you had wrong. I'm talking about, like, that's the only way you even getting to retest, to retake it. You had a lot of shit wrong. But it's crazy, like, you can have 1,000,000 of them wrong. Spirit still give you an A. Spirit can't judge you. Spirit can't judge you, man. Source, God, he can't judge you. Can't judge you. But you get to retake it. And that's what you get to do every time you open your eyes. If something's still bothering you, when you're going to close them and open them, it's a fresh start. It's fresh start. What word, what word you always heard associated with morning? That word do, huh? Get up and do what you do. Get up and understand. Shit is overdue. Open your eyes and understand. Spirit waiting for you to do. Whoever listening, they say it's light at the end of the tunnel. That means you got to walk through all of the darkness to get to the light, right? Cool. We're going to just go ahead. I just pulled that out. We're going to put that back in the box with nothing new under the sun. All right? Because the paradigm we are part of, it ain't no tunnels with no darkness in it. It ain't no tunnels with no darkness in it. When you decide to show your heart, when you decide to stand up for what you know you believing in, for what spirit revealing to you that you actually believe in. Because a lot of us, our beliefs and truth they was far gone, and then they just became based on what we thought of people and what we thought of things. That was your beliefs. You seen him smoking dope, you believe he a dope head, and he always gonna be a dope head, and it don't matter if you see him 50 years from now, that's what he is. When you explain him to people, that's how you gonna explain him. Whenever, like, just like that. But why you hear that phrase, save a old ratchet like me? We all know what ratchet is. Even if you ain't ratchet, you know what ratchet is. It's a symbolism. It's a symbolism for a no good human being. It's a symbolism for an individual that's a fool and just don't know they're a fool. It's a parable that explains each and every one of us at one time. At one time. You could tell it to somebody else. No exceptions on that. The no exceptions is like the Fifth Amendment on this channel. Protect your energy, protect yourself to and from. Watch your surroundings, man. Watch what you take in your ears. Watch what you give out your mouth, man. Help somebody if you can. Give somebody some words of encouragement if you can, man. Listen, this words of encouragement, and I want you to tell this to somebody. Each one of y'all listening, just share it with another individual. God don't judge. You got God inside of you. Don't ask me. You figure out if God pleased with you. Pass that shit on. Till next time, man. Sky Prophet, baby. Peace out.